Hi everyone, welcome back to Hospitality Management 435 video series. In this short video, we're going to talk about the future value of an annuity. Please don't forget to read pages 92 to 106 of the book. Remember, these are only headlines. We need to read the chapter so that you can make sure you understand the concept. All right, let's start with a simple idea. Let's suppose you want to save money, and you want to save money. Um, let's say you want to go back to graduate. Let's say you want to go back to graduate school. You also decide that once you start working, you'd like to probably save for the next 4 years. Oops, sorry. Um, let's say you want to save for the next 4 years, and realistically, you should be able to save about $5,000 each year, so you can get at least some starting help to get to college or get back to school. Let's also suppose that you have found a good investment option that is likely to pay you around, oops, that's likely to pay you around 7% on your investment. The question that you have in your mind is that in the future or in year 4, how much money are you going to have? This is a usual problem. There are several other types of problems that we can use future value, but let's just take this one for the moment. So $5,000. So our question is, what is the future value when we have payments of $5,000 each year for 5 years, and the investment can make us 7% interest each year. Um, if you remember the future value formula, we're looking at future value. So if you remember the future value formula, it is present value times 1 plus I to the power of n. So in this case, the present value in year 1 would be 5,000 multiplied by a factor, 1 plus the 7% to the power of, now let's go back to this slide for a second. Remember, you are currently in year 0. The first payment, well, we don't need that 0 for the moment. Let's suppose that you want to take the first $5,000 all the way to year 4, or you want to see the future value of the first $5,000 in year 4. So let's count how many years you'll have to move this $5,000. You'll have to move it 1, 2, 3 years. Okay? So, going back to the slide, this will be to the power of 3, because you want to move this $5,000, or you want to see the future value of $5,000 in 3 years. We have our next $5,000, and we do the same thing. 5,000 times 1 plus the 7% to the power of, can you guess? Exactly. You'll move this 1, 2 years. So you move this by 2 years. Plus the next $5,000, 1 plus 7% to the power of, I think you got it right, it's 1 year, but let's just make sure. There. Let me just put these so you know which one are we talking about. Okay, and then you have the next $5,000. Do we need to move this any year? Just going back. Well, this $5,000 is already in the fourth year. So no, you don't need to move it at all. However, if you follow the logic, 3, 2, 1, 0. Anything to the power of 0 is 1. Therefore, this whole thing will become 1, and the $5,000 will remain $5,000. Okay, so let's rewrite this. The future value, if you were to do the first math, the amount should be, well, let's just do the whole thing, 5,000 multiplied by, and if you did 1.07 to the power of 3 for the first one, you're going to get 1.2250. Again, you don't have to take it to that many decimals. 2 decimals is enough for the exam. And then the second one would be 5,000 times 1.449 plus 5,000 times 1.070, oops, plus the 5,000 times 1, as we discussed. Therefore, the future value in the fourth year of all these amounts, after multiplying these and adding them all up, is going to be approximately 18,122. Now, as you can see, that is obviously a different amount than if you had not invested this in something that was going to get you a 7% interest. This is a future value of an annuity. The example that we have taken is quite a generic one. Obviously, there are other examples. This is particularly interesting for retirement planning, something that I'm getting closer to. Oh well, that's all for this video, and thank you.